Today, I'm going to teach you how to drive a manual transmission car in under 6 minutes. So make sure you stay to the end to see all the tips and tricks and what to do and what not to do. Feel free to skip to any part of the video you want to help you improve, and replay it as many times as you want to help you understand and learn. So let's get into it. G'day fellow drivers, I'm Thomas from...
you mean American drivers?
Excuse me, I was talking, but yes, that's true. You will be manual drivers by the end. But anyways, I'm Thomas from Gilly's Car Reviews, and in under 6 minutes, you'll be able to drive a manual like me too. So let's get into the car and I'll show you how to. Come on, what are you waiting for? Get in here. So let's familiarize ourselves with the controls. First, going from left to right, we have the clutch. Don't clutch it, press it. Then in the middle, we have the brake. Don't push it too hard or you'll go through the windscreen. Then on the right, we have the accelerator, that controls engine speed, also known as a throttle. We then have the steering wheel. I forgot what it does. We have the handbrake. As the name implies, it brakes your hands, so be careful. And then most importantly for this video, we have the gear lever. It levers gears. So now we've familiarized ourselves with the controls, let's move on to getting ready to take off. So to start with, we want to have a nice straight leg. We don't want to have any bends in the leg, and we don't want to be hyperextending it. So what you want to do is put your foot all the way, press down on the clutch, move the seat until your leg's straight, just like that, and then let go. We've now got a straight leg, so we're ready to take off. Next, we want to make sure the car's in neutral. So take it out of gear if it's in gear, or just shake it side to side to make sure it's in neutral. Once we've done that, we can take our foot off the clutch, rest it to the side, and we're ready to take off. So now we can start the car. Now adjust your mirrors if you haven't already done so. Put on your seatbelt. So now we've adjusted all our seats and all our mirrors, we're ready to take off. So we want to put our foot all the way down on the clutch, put it into first, take off the handbrake, take your foot off the brake if you're on a flat surface, then put your foot over the accelerator, slowly take up the clutch. As you take your foot more and more off the clutch, you notice the RPM start to drop, and then give it a little bit of accelerator until you start to feel the bite point, hold it there, and then once you're moving, take your foot off the clutch, put it to the side, and accelerate. Simple as that. And then as the revs start to build again, you just change into second, find that bite point, and you're all good. Same goes for downshifting. If we want to downshift going down here, put it into first, take our foot slowly off the clutch, and we're good. Smooth as that. Now let's talk about hill starts. Now you've mastered the art of taking off on a flat surface. I'm sure one time when you're driving a manual, you're going to have to take off on a hill. So it's better to know how when you need to, rather than learning when you have to. So same principle, put it into first, put your handbrake up this time so we don't roll backwards. So now we're sitting on the handbrake, our foot has been taken off the brake, put it over the accelerator. So now we just want to put our foot on the accelerator, find that bite point, and as you feel the car to start to pull away, pull the handbrake down, and see that? We didn't roll back at all. And we're off and away, just like that. Accelerate up and go into second again, just like we were originally. Nothing's changed. You just use your handbrake just to hold you there and not roll back. When you're going up hills, you'll find that you're going to start losing RPMs. So when you see a hill coming, it might be worthwhile downshifting. So say I'm in fourth, it might be worthwhile going down to third as opposed to staying in fourth, and then my RPMs drop too low and then I'll stall, which wouldn't be good on a hill, right? So we want to drop down to third and go up that hill with higher RPMs, and they won't drop as much, just to make sure we don't have to do a hill start unnecessarily. Now let's talk about some things that might happen while you're starting to learn manual. I've been driving manual for quite a few years now, so I'm quite experienced at it. But for you, learning, it was the same as me. You'll find you might stall sometimes or start bunny hopping, but it's all part of the process and you'll start to learn how not to do it. So say I don't use any accelerator and I take off the clutch too fast, bam, we just stalled. It's nothing to be scared of. Chuck it back into neutral, turn the ignition off, depends on your car, and then start it back up again. We're in neutral, we've started back up again. It's all good, nothing to stress about. Some other things that might happen is don't get too focused on driving manual, because obviously in automatic, you're just focusing on steering, accelerating and braking. But now in a manual car, you've got an extra thing to do. So don't get fixated on changing gears and not focusing on the road. It's the same as an automatic. You can just drive normally and focus on the gears as a secondary thing. Like if you're going too high, your RPMs are too high, don't worry about it. Make sure you don't crash. Worry about that later. So now let's talk about some of the more technical things. The optimal time to change gears is between 2.5 to 3,000 RPM. If you're just driving sensibly, you can change gears lower or higher than that. There's no rule saying where you have to change. But it's been researched that it's optimal to change between 2.5 and 3,000 RPM. So now I'll show you how to park or stop. So we're driving along, we're in second. Now say we want to park over here, we'll put our indicator on, go around, pick our spot, indicate into the spot, foot down on the clutch, on the brake, into first, line up for our spot as you would in a normal car, then put your foot, find the bite point, don't use any accelerator, just use clutch to get in here. And there you go, a perfect park. I hope this helped, learning how to drive manual in under 6 minutes. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it and comment down below if it did help you. Subscribe to the channel and don't be afraid to send me a message. Thanks for watching again, see you on the next one, bye.